Hello. I thought I'd do a little video to show my fast castle tactic. So yeah, from the beginning, as you see, get all the villagers to start building houses. This is the usual beginning. Then pull two off and put it on the goats. Put this person on here. Let this villager finish building, and then come back here. Bring your second goat in or whatever you have, and then do circles with this one. What you want to do is you want to get 6 of these on food, which is quite typical, and then 3 on wood. Now bring these guys a bit closer, and I've got my 2 elephants here already. So this guy's coming back. We've got 6 on here now. I'm creating another villager who's coming over here. Now this tactic should be easily copyable, and as long as you can get the age ups in time, you should be able to do this as easily. So yeah, my plan here is to put 2 on wood and then go into loom. I do that every single time. We are now on the 3rd goat? 4th goat, maybe? So yeah, we've got 2 wood choppers. Now the tactic with this one is actually to stay in the Dark Age a little bit longer. So here, I found another goat here, and then I'm pretty sure I start scouting. So now another villager on wood, and then we just pump into food until I've got like 15 villagers, something like that. So yeah, let's have a look. So this guy goes on wood, and then I'm also dropping off food as often as I can manually, just to be able to keep up the rate of villager creation and to stop any idle time. Yeah, you can see that. Now I found the last 2 goats. I'm just making a little scout past here to get that full wood line, and then I'm going to go and check for everything else. Right, okay, this guy is off to get the elephant. The wonderful elephant of Oz. And this is always the most hectic part, as we all know, of the game. The beginning. The horrible, manic beginning. So yeah, drop the food off. This worked out time-wise perfectly. That was not intentional. I just got lucky. So some on the elephant, some on that. Keep creating villages for food. Yeah, this guy's off now to scout. Is he? Oh no, he will in a little bit. I try to build my houses in front between my base, and the opponent. That's what I try to do all the time. Now I've been practicing a lot to have like a house wall basically. What's happening now? Yeah, so still villages. We've got 11. We'll have 12 on food. So this is not an exact science I've got here. I just kind of play it a bit by ear. I don't know what. Oh, that was a food drop off. There we go. I'm gonna check how many. Okay, here comes another house. I'm going to check how many I end up with on food before I start putting some on gold. Oh, actually, I put 2 more on wood. So I think... Yeah, I go to get the other elephant now, the one that's further away. I'm still creating more food, guys. Meanwhile, the scout is scouting. Elephant's coming back. Here we go. We have... Oh... We have 15... We have... How many is that? Yes, 14? I thought it was 15. 15... Okay, quite a few on food. And I think soon I'll be dropping them on wood, because we want a little bit more wood as we age up to be able to make buildings. And we also want to start getting gold in quickly. Okay, here comes the mill. So we can age up. I can't actually see. It's only showing me the replay bar at the bottom. Okay. I'm going to keep this locked just to show what I can see. That's a bit annoying that I can't see the stats of things. Oh no, wait. Oh no. Anyway, yeah. So now we end up with 6 on wood, 7 on wood. And now I start putting 2 on gold, and then I go up in age. So I've got 14 food, no, 15 food, 6 wood, and then on gold 2. Okay, now I think a few of these. Then I get a couple of farms in. Don't want to get them too early. As Franks, it's all right because they get the higher amount. Ah, okay, no, I pull 4 more off and on a second wood line. So apparently I read that this is quite an important, good thing to do, to have 2 wood lines. I'm not entirely sure why. But now, look at this villager here. As we're aging up, this villager is super important. He waits for a moment as I do this, and I didn't have enough wood to create a lumber mine. Now, look what I'm going to do. I can see now where the opposition is. The opponent. And what is... Actually, there's not much going on back here, so might as well follow this guy. What this guy's going to do is... He is going to create... He's going to build a house here. And then he's going to build all sorts of little buildings up here near the base. So that the opponent will move their troops towards me for a rush... See them and go, oh, I'm going to attack that. And that's how you can delay the attack from the enemy. And give you a bit more time. Now I've built the mining camp. Okay, how many have I got on gold? I've only got 2 on gold. Okay, that's all you need. You only need 200 to go up. And they should be able to get that quite quickly. So now, yeah, I'm building some outposts and things like that. Now, first thing first, 3 more villages and research double bit axe, of course. We are up at roughly 11 in-game minutes. So what these guys are going to do is... I'm putting them on wood. So I want to get like an even amount of wood and food here initially. Now here, keep building outposts, just enough scattered around. Right. This isn't the perfect game, but this one went quite well with how I wanted it to go. So a couple more houses here. And then next, I think I'm going to put villages on food, I think. Yeah, couple more farms. Got to make sure to weigh out wood for farms against wood for buildings that you need. And I kind of messed that up a bit in this game. So I go into Castle Age a little bit later than I wanted to. Because I end up forgetting to build a... whatchamacallit, market. So now here, I'm going to build my barracks here so that I'm ready to make my stables. Which, I mean, technically I could put here, but I'll fiddle with that later on. Okay, now we're getting wheelbarrow. And then, really, we should, after wheelbarrow, be ready to go up into Castle Age at like 15-ish minutes, but I mess it up a little bit. But it doesn't matter. As long as you get to Castle Age quicker than your opponent, you're kind of in the money. So yeah, a nice strong building up here. And another thing you can actually do is, what's happening here? Oh yeah. What you can do is, you could, as soon as you go up, also build the university and give this stuff more HP. But I tend to not do that. But what I do is... now, I have played with the idea of pulling some of these off for stone a bit earlier. But I don't do that this time. We've got an idle town centre here as well, as I'm waiting for the stuff to come in. And then I think I realise, oh shit, I don't have a market yet. Okay, what's going on up here? Yeah, there's those guys. Okay, I'm making more food because I'm getting desperate for food here. And when do I notice that I need the market? When does that happen? Oh, a little bit of idle time, I think, as I try to get this guy to safety. Yeah, there we go. That's what's going on. I think that's basically what was distracting me, that they kept like following my scout for ages and they just wouldn't let him go. Okay, see here. So they're building an archery range here now. I forget my builder here and he doesn't get attacked, and I think I notice in a moment. I'm like, oh, well, there we go. I think he builds another house. Right, here we go, market. So, gonna get to castle later than I'd like to. But hey, yeah, so another house here. And they're starting to attack these things. I was tempted to, like, build a couple of towers. But I ended up not doing that. Because that would just be a waste of stone. Right, now I could finally... Why am I not going Castle Age yet? There we go. I was probably just distracted. Okay, another couple of houses here. Now, also make sure to keep building houses back here, because if these ones get destroyed, you could end up getting housed without realizing. So, yeah. 2 stables going up. Pulling those guys off wood, because I've got a decent income. And 2 more on gold that I created in the meantime, just before going up, I think. Oh. They're attacking my house here now. So, yeah. This would be in your base by now. But they get caught on their stuff. That's why scouting is so important. Right, this guy. How long is he going to be idle for? When do I know? I remember noticing him at some point. But, I'd like it if there was a noise that gets played when you get a villager idle. That'd be nice. But no. So yeah, I'd like to already be in Castle Age by now. But hey, right. So yeah, more notifications. I'll get attacked over here. What ended up happening to that builder? Does he just come back? You're still here? Right. As soon as I'm Castle Aged up, these stables start producing knights, and I get another town center up here because that's vitally important. You want I've experimented with this enough now that you need a good economy. Like, you can't just start rushing now and like forget to keep making villages. The hard AI stops creating villages at 70, so you want to push over that. You want to get to 90 maybe, and then you can outperform. Right, town center going down. Another really important thing is to start doing raiding now. Because once the opponent economy gets going, even if they're just by themselves, it's really hard, once the economy is flowing, to do better than the AI. Because they're just more efficient. They can do more things at once than a human can. So yeah, getting my first knights out. I believe I'm upgrading them soon as well, to give them some armor and some damage. So yeah, that's going up, and now I'm pumping villagers into gold. Oh, this one's still not doing anything. This is when we start wanting a lot of gold, because we need art, we need research, we need stables, and this is also, we start getting stone now. Now this works really well for the Franks, because obviously they get castles cheaper. I want 2 castles that I can plop down. Now I get a little bit unlucky with my second castle, you'll see that later on. But yeah. Now, these guys are getting ready to do some attacking. I'm getting scale barding and... what's it called, the other one? Yeah. Furnace or something? Okay, so. Keep making villagers on gold here. These guys, I think... oh. Are going on stone, yeah. I want stone really quickly. And we're almost ready to raid, I think. I go with 11, I think. And that's obviously the difficult part. But I found a reliable, easy method of raiding while still being able to... ah! This guy's finally doing something. While still being able to manage your economy. Now, he gets to Castle Age. It's a shame, because usually I'd like to have these guys doing some damage in here before he gets to Castle. But that didn't happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going around here. And what I do is I make a course for them to take. Attack economy. Make another course for them around the base. Click another economy. And always be running away from enemy troops. Never engage. Even when it's favorable, that's not what they're there for. Now, while you're raiding, you still want to keep producing stuff at the stables. So where are we? Yeah, we go in here. I thought they'd have something on gold. They didn't. So I attack these guys. I bring a lion with me. And then I go down here. And then obviously these guys start coming. So I'm like, right, let's, yeah. I do that. While they're doing that, running away, I can come back, start doing some economy, well, nothing's happening right now. I don't know where I am. Maybe I'm kind of focused a bit on this a bit more. But usually, yeah, I would plot a course for them that's away from the base, running away. Then you can come back and look at stuff. But yeah, so well, that's a nice little wall between me and the opposition. Like, the opponent never gets into my base. Now they're attacking this. Now I'm running away again. Attacking this. Just little raids, little raids. Yeah, see, now I plot a course through here, and now I think, yeah, I'm starting to do more stuff back here. Create more villages. More on stone. I have 594 stone now. Usually you want to start that maybe a little bit earlier, maybe still in feudal age. Oh, I'm housed as well, so that happens. But it's okay. These guys just run as they keep moving. Occasionally you want to look back at them, see how far they are, attack some villagers, make them go inside the town center, stop their economy, and then keep running away. Now, here we go. Again, you don't even need to kill a villager. If you can kill a villager, perfect. But the idea is just to stop them from getting gold. Just for a moment. Right, keep getting these stuff out. Knights. Keep producing villagers. Super important. This is probably, after the start, this is the most difficult part. Because this is really like quite a bit of back and forth and making sure these guys stay safe, and remembering, going da 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 da. Okay, that's roughly 30 seconds. I've got 30 seconds to check here, and then I've got to go back. But yeah, so 17 on food, 9 on wood, 12 on gold, 7 on stone. Ideally, maybe I'd want a little bit more on stone, but it's all right. Yeah, keep creating these. I think I've researched a little bit more as well, maybe here. Let's have a look at my knights. Are they... Yeah, +2/+2. So yeah, keep those knights stronger. Obviously, Frank knights have +20% hit points as well, so it's perfect for this. I still need to try this again with Berbers, because they should be quite a good Night Rush faction as well, but I wasn't as lucky with them previously, but there were certain things I'm doing better now that I figured out. That wasn't then. Okay, handcart. Sure, now I can do that. Not vitally important earlier on, because there's other things. Disrupting their economy is more important than that. Like, they're still going. There's still 11 of them. As long as you keep these guys moving. I think I'm doing this manually at the moment. As long as you keep them moving, you're fine. Because they're going to be focused on this. All of their troops are going to be focused on trying to stop you. And the enemy gets caught on following you around, which means they're not attacking you. Obviously, a human AI wouldn't do that, but then a human AI would have other things they're not as good as. So yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, these guys are just waiting to... I'm a bit busy at the moment. But yeah, and second source of gold. And we're getting close to where we can castle drop. So... Oh yeah, we've still got 11 of them, and we've got 16 over here, 16 knights. Imperial Age can wait, really, because that's kind of like the death blow at the end. You kind of just want... You want Imperial Age once you've got your castles up, really, or as they're going up. Now, very important, yeah. Pull as many villages as you can afford. I took some off wood and all of them off stone. And then find a nice place to pop a castle. Now, while you're building this castle, you want this to be as far away from the castle as possible so that the troops aren't there. And see, I'm trying to move now as I've got that down. And this is how I lose a couple of guys. But they're going to keep following me. Ideally, I think I should have pulled them this way, which I end up doing now. Because otherwise, if I pull them this way, they're going to stop following me at some point and go back. So, here come my villagers. 12, 13. And I follow my knights in. Now, this isn't perfect. I should have sent these in first to save some villagers. And I do eventually lose all of these villagers trying to build the second castle. So that's why you want to always be creating villagers. Don't know what that means. Also, you kind of want to keep making knights, but hey. So yeah, this castle's going to go up. Well, it's very loud. These guys are still circling. They do eventually die. Here we go. But they did their job. They did exactly what they needed to do. I'm ahead of the opposition opponent. And now, really, as soon as this castle goes up, I pop my villagers in there. Let the fire deal with all of that. And then you want a university up now. For two vital things. Yep, keep creating knights. You've got resources now. Your economy's working. Keep creating knights. You want to get a uni up for what they called not arrow slits. The thing where they could shoot anything down here, the castles, and for making them fire better at moving enemies. So I want to put the other castle here. I kind of fiddle around a bit. Where do I want it? I mean, ideally I should have just put it here. Keep them close together so they can support each other. He actually gets to Imperial before me, but it makes no difference. So while I would say it could be good having castles on two opposite ends of their base, I'm going to say probably better at this point to have them together. Now, I'm trying to put a castle here. This is silly. I don't know what's in here, so this is quite a mistake from me, actually. And they got caught, and then I realized, oh, I can't build that. So these villagers all end up dying. Keep creating knights. Get into Imperial Age. Keep creating villagers. Now, this is obviously terrible, but I kind of go, whatever. I've got a castle already. That's doing the damage. Really, you're probably fine with one. But two is just nice. So I'll try and build the other one there. So they can two support each other. Keep creating knights. And as soon as you're up, get those. If you can, paladins. I don't in this game. I don't. A lot of the time I've realized I win the enemy surrenders before I even have another big force in here. Like, I have no knights in here right now. Like, this is... I have no force. This is getting hit. But I'm now Imperial Age. This can start creating trebuchets. And yeah, I've got my research in here. Now ballistics is going in. Now I'm bringing a few more knights. Just 10. But that'll do the job. So as long as I can stop that battering that down. If I can keep these two castles up. That's it. Like... And he's actually ahead of me in points. Briefly, but there's not much he can do now. Like, he can obviously try moving out, and that's what happened to me before a lot. Before I perfected, well, not perfected, but before I got better at this. And maybe they'll sometimes still do it, but yeah. I'm actually not even researching that at the moment here. But I think I am. Yeah, okay, I'm making conscription and trebuchets. This could all go a bit quicker. And the more I do it, and if you try this, the more you do it, it'll work as well. So yeah, I've pulled loads of villagers off. Pulled them off, woo. I think I pulled a lot of them off stone and gold, I think. But yeah, I mean, preferably pull them off wood. Pull their wood off. But yeah, I mean, at this point, it's almost a foregone conclusion. I have got to this point before, and the enemy has just been able to expand into areas that I didn't see, and then ended up winning, because I'd surrendered. But at this point, you're pretty much in the money. And now all it is create more military. Create military, and just hit them hard. Cavaliers, and just, yeah. Putting more people on gold. I've in their gold mine now here. They can't... What can they do about this? I've got two castles here that can fire on the enemy. I've got some knights here. Okay, yeah, they've got cavaliers already, but I've got them now. Like, that's kind of it. As long as you're able to... So I would say put your castle on an important resource like gold. Maybe stone, but gold. If you can, near their food. Like, if this had been open, I would have put the other castle right here. Just to fire onto their food. Preferably outside their first town center. Because I think they have an attachment to that. The AI. And now, look, I've got some trebuchets. They start firing in a bit, but they don't fire for long before he surrenders. And I actually pull this out now because I'm like, oh shit, have they spread out somewhere else? Like one of the times before. So I kind of go hunting a bit. And these guys, I don't think ever do anything. Oh no, here they come. I think they go in a bit, but not for long. Look, they can't get to my trebs. They get stuck on these houses here. They get stuck on the villagers attacking them. Then they get shot. And that early... See? Bam. Done. 44 minutes. Usually around 40-ish in-game minutes. Yeah. It's once this is down. Target the first starting town center. They're actually putting a castle up. I didn't realize that. But, yeah, look. They haven't expanded, really. They could have moved out a bit more, I guess. No, interesting. One lumberjack here, but yeah. You just, yeah. Statistics. Everything here. Military. Okay, buildings raised more. Oh, yeah, because obviously more buildings raised. Economy. He's got more wood, but it doesn't really trouble me that much. I wanted this a bit quicker. If this is later, this needs to be earlier. And you're making this later so this can come earlier. But yeah, society, meh. The timeline, look at that. There, you hit that. This is where you start raiding. And then it's just a quick victory. So yeah, I think y'all should be able to do this. Hope that was informative.